Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my channel. One of the ladies in the comments of a previous video asked me to do a flip through of my Little Women journal. I think she said she saw a photo of it on my Instagram, and so she was just wondering if I could do a video showing a flip through. So I will quickly do that for her right now. So the cover looks like this. And all I did was I found a Little Women children's book with these illustrations at the op shop, and so I bought it and knew that I would make a journal with it, and this is what happened. And this was one of my early attempts at making a journal, so you can kind of see my style where I began. It's more eclectic. And this journal, there's pretty much no embellishments at all. It's just a whole bunch of eclectic papers and things. So I'll do a flip through. Oh, I just love this cover with the image where it was kind of cut out in this circle. So I like that, how it kind of looks like it's framed by the blue cover. So I used images from the book to cover the inside of the covers, and I used all of the pages throughout the book, so you'll see them as I go through, and some are full pages, some are half pages, some are quarter, some have the images or illustrations, and some have the actual text of the book. And I really like that idea of using the actual book pages in the book. It makes it more interesting and kind of special. Again, eclectic, so that there's a paper bag and music paper and a book page from illustration, and a whole bunch of different notebook papers and coloured papers. Here's a CD case thingy with two pockets, so you can put like a photo in there, or I don't know, journaling cards or something. A doily. Oh, and when I used the pages from the, what's it called? Vintage dictionary? Domestic dictionary, sorry. I tried to pick images that kind of were this olden style, back from that era. So I thought that was pretty cool. So you'll see a few of those throughout. Some coffee dyed pages, but this was before I really got into my coffee dyeing pages. This came from a notebook. And it says, friends have a way of speaking without words. So I just pulled out all the pages. Every page said this. Another book page. I love this image here. This is so pretty, of the four sisters. My favourite was always Beth. Let me know in the comments if you had a favourite sister and if you liked Little Women. I remember watching the cartoon version, and then not long after I discovered the cartoon when I was a kid, the movie version came out with, what's her name, Winona Ryder as Jo, and I saw that at the movies with my mum, and so that was a pretty special outing. I haven't actually read the book yet. I know it's one of the classics, and I'm not the biggest fan of classics. So here's just some note paper. This came from actually, you know, when you get op shop books and sometimes people write stuff in the, I don't know, on the page, the previous owners. I thought I like to keep those kind of things. So, that paper bag. And pages from the book. It was a bit scuffed here, the original book, but I just left it because it keeps the, I don't know, the original charm of the pre-loved kind of thing, and a previous owners shows them using it. So yeah, a full range of different papers. You can definitely see how I've progressed in my style. I'll show some other videos later on, because I've actually made quite a few journals. Since I started in August last year, that's when I discovered junk journals. The night I discovered them from YouTube, after I shut down my computer, I went straight into trying to make my first junk journal, and then from then on I haven't stopped. So another paper bag. So I've made quite a lot, and since I haven't been filming my journals until later this year, I've missed quite a lot of my journals, so I've got to try and go and backtrack to film the ones that I've already made. And then when I do that, you'll be able to see kind of what I've done out in my style. So my very first ones in this kind of hand-bound style were very, very eclectic with a full range of different pages. And yeah, back before I got into my vintage and coffee dyeing every page pretty much. But I still like the eclectic look, but just more around a theme, I suppose, and more vintagey and more, what's it called, like beautiful, I suppose. Like, I wouldn't really call this beautiful, this journal. It's fun and engaging and still all of that kind of thing, but it's not, doesn't speak to me of, you know, a beautiful book. It's a really cool book, but yeah. I really like my art and my creations to be beautiful. I like to surround myself with beauty, and yeah, that really speaks to me. It's one of my values. So another one of those images in the domestic dictionary. Yeah, aesthetics is a very big thing for me in what I make. It's just as important as functionality, practicality. Is that the right word? Like a book being usable and practical to use. But yeah, there's a lot of pages in this. I think 5 signatures, and each signature has at least 10 pages. And I've used some scrapbook papers in here as well. And this one, this eclectic style, is very much inspired by my very first inspiration who got me into junk journaling, Johanna Klo. I just find her journals more of this eclectic style, but hers are absolutely beautiful. Even though it's all random pages, they are just the most stunning, gorgeous journals. And I would love to buy a journal from Johanna Klo one day, especially since she was the one who got me into junk journaling in the first place. So that journal, when I buy it, hopefully one day, it will be just really, really special and I'll treasure it forever. This is some like origami paper that I got for Christmas. And there are a few different colours of that. So I just put them in here. Again, just using anything from my stash, basically. And that's what I love about junk journals. Again, I love so much about junk journals, but just how you can have so many different pages in it to create such an interesting, fun book that you can write in, draw in, stick photos in, stick ephemera in. And here is the back image on the back cover. So yeah, that is my flip through of Little Women. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you again shortly.